Hey, everybody. Hola. Hola, everybody. Welcome to Friday Live. That's my little groovy music I was playing there for you. How's everybody doing today? I'm happy to say that it's Friday. It's finally Friday. Oh, goddess, it's Friday. Welcome to Friday Live, everybody. Such a pleasure to be here. Let me tune down this music. Bear with us. We are using a new software here, so we're trying to make things look right and do things right. But it's so nice to be here, everybody. Yay. We finally made it to the end of the week. Yay. And we have this cool new feature where we can kind of show comments. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Stacy. Hola, Kimberly. Our ambassador of goodwill, Jill Muffler. Hola. It's the Friday dance with Joyce Sweeney. Woot, woot. Yay. Kelly Jean is here. Yay. Gail Stevenson. Hello. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you guys. I hope you've had a good week. Can everyone hear me okay? I'm guessing they can. Troy, give me a head shake if he can hear me just fine. Can you, buddy? Okay. It's good that I can see you, Troy, because he's going to give me some backstage thumbs up if things are streaming correctly. Well, it's been a hell of a week, has it not? I don't know about you guys, but this cancer season, I'll just start off right now to say it's been pretty tough. I think, like I've said before, and I'll say it again, keep swimming, guys. Just keep going through it. We're almost through it. In fact, I actually think this weekend is going to be the final turning point. We'll talk about that in our zodiac weather. But if you're just new to finding me, if you're just new to astrology, this year is the year where the human race is upgrading their spiritual story. And that's really what's happening actually today. I'm going to talk about we have a super yod going on that happens today. And I'll tell you, I'm having ascension sickness. That's really what I realized it is. When we ascend and we have to let go of our lower stuff, it's almost like every lower vibration, every lower fear, every lower emotion, everything we've dealt with comes up again for one last goodbye. And so we're kind of like a spiritual flight attendant. We're like, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. And that's what I've been doing this entire week. I've just been saying goodbye to old stuff. And normally I would get stuck up in like, oh, God, is this going to be the way it always is? But my astrology knows, no, this is not going to be the way it always is. This is finally our final goodbye. And this weekend is going to be our Ascension weekend. So I always want to give people a little bit of content here in the beginning of our show, but today on Friday Live, we're going to do show and tell. We're going to have one or two guests show us and talk about what they do. We're going to give the answers. We're going to give the winners out to our selfie contest. We'll talk about that too. And I'm going to announce what we have next week and what our next week's theme is. But first, why don't we take a look at your moods and your zodiac weather. Now, actually, because of this cool software, I can share with you the chart. So I thought I would talk you guys through a little bit of the astrology going on right now and why it's so quantum. It's really quite quantum. Let's go solid here. Little show and tell. First of all, the sun's at step 22 right here, and you can see the sun is talking to Mars and making love to Mars. This is what's adding a lot of frustration and impatience and anxiety and worry to us, okay? And this whole anxiety and worry still opposes Pluto on the other end, which means we're moving forward to a new emotional life, and this new emotional life means the death of an old life. And I don't know about you guys, but I've had a couple of times in the last week where I've said, I don't know if I want to stay here. This is too much. The seas are too high. This is too rough. But I also realized that death feeling was Pluto. And I had a couple of clients tell me too in readings, I don't want to sound like I'm suicidal, but I don't feel the will to go on. You know what? That is typical of whenever we have major transits with Pluto down here. So the good news is after this weekend, The sun will be at step 25 on Monday. At that point, it's starting to come out of the Pluto orb, and a lot of that dark feeling that we've been feeling is gonna go away. So that's good news. Yay! We're gonna get rid of all the dark kind of feelings. But what's really happening that's pretty powerful, I think, is this super yod. As you can see, this is a yod here from Mercury to Neptune and from Jupiter to Neptune. It's an isosceles triangle, right, where the two sides are of equal length. What's powerful about today is they're all three at step 14, all right? Step 14 is a breakthrough step. This is the aha moment. I always look for step 14 every month, like as one of the benchmarks of how I can get through the transit. Once we hit step 14, I know we're going to have aha. I know we're going to move forward. So what you have here is a triple step 14 harmonic. Our mind today is in Leo. So although we're stuck in this crappy emotion and like on the high seas, our mind is already thinking of the tropical island. We're already thinking of paradise. We're already thinking of God, what will bring my heart out of this situation. And that's very important. So I want to say, like, through the weekend, your positive thoughts are very important, okay? Because they're going to pull you out of this emotional bucket. This is where we're going. The sun moves into Leo next, okay? So, so through this weekend, we want, as you're stroking through it, keep your mind on the paradise island. Keep your mind on where you're headed. The other part of the yod is Jupiter, which is direct. And Jupiter is really a big part of why we move forward, as far as trying to score points for being a good astrologer. I just figure out where Jupiter is in their chart. That's a big part of it, because once I can see where Jupiter is, I know where they're growing. Where we're growing has to do with fairness, balance, and harmony. That's Libra. That's also why the sun in Cancer is such a biatch this year, because it's not enough to feel good, Cancer. It must also be fair and balanced, this Jupiter aspect. And it must be fair. Remember, fair means that you're on the right level. So a lot of times things are out of balance, not because the world's being unfair to you, but because you're not stepping up to where you belong in the world for what's fair for you. So there is this process this weekend too, and it starts today with the aha moment. Could be this broadcast that's telling it to you, that you have to really get on the level you deserve. If you know you need to be sleeping more in balance, eating more in balance, anything like that more in balance, you're only going to make it harder on the emotions if you resist. And what this super yod does is it points into Neptune, which is also at step 14. And Neptune here is really where the spiritual shift is going. What I mean by that is we're going to find that we go up to now a new level of spiritual karma. And I've been talking about this with my subscribers, trying to figure out how to stay on the right side of the screen. Talking about this with my subscribers a lot this week in Serious Joy, that your karmic story is changing. So we all have a karmic story. In fact, we often live probably at least 3 karmic stories from what I can tell. Your first karmic story happens from the time you were born to your first Saturn return, so when you're 30 years old. That's always the first karmic story. The next karmic story really depends on whether or not you're going to face your karma. So after 30, are you going to work out these bugs that you've discovered? Are you going to work through these past life issues that you've had? Some people take 7 to 14 years. For me, it took 14 years. So 2 more karmic cycles for me to work out my past life kind of karma. And then the third karma, the third or fourth, depending on how stacked you are, if you're a Pisces, the 35th or 36th, karmic cycle, finally you get on to the story you were born to live. And the story you were born to live, of course, is being charged ahead by Saturn down here in Sagittarius. And Saturn is also at the magical number of step 22. Just like the sun today. So this is why I think we're having a dynamic shift of our spiritual story. The actual shift is going on right now. And, you can say that that you have done all the work and that you understand where you're going and that you're clear on what's next. But the actual transportation of your vibration from old to new, That's basically what we're going through. And this is the weekend of ascension, I think, where we allow ourselves to go ahead and float and be at that place we deserve. One last thing I'll notice is the moon crossing Chiron today. So today is really the last stitch. Friday is the last stitch of letting go of the stuff, healing from your issues. I know it's been deep. I know it's been difficult, but we're almost there, said Sensei. So by tonight, you will have released, as the moon crosses Chiron, we will finally have released this lower level baggage. And that frees us up now to ascend, as this yad is saying, and ascend to the next spiritual story, ascend to the next place. Venus, we'll just point her out real quick. She is right now opening up for new thinking. So Venus is at step 10, and step 10 is after the first decan has been built. So we might have reprogrammed our thinking in Gemini, but we're not actually starting to think new. If you notice, your old thoughts and your old crap keep circling around. And that's because even though your mind knows where you're going and your mind knows what's going to be good for you, our emotions have still felt like the old story, still felt like the old time. So it's only this weekend that you're going to find that you are thinking new, that you are having new, fresh thinking. And the way to get there, as always, is to baby yourself through it. You got to nurture and baby yourself through it this weekend. So it's so nice to see people in the room. I'm going to take a moment to acknowledge who's here. So nice. Cayenne is here. Hi, Cayenne. So nice to see you. Jennifer Wolf is here. That's nice. Hi, Jennifer. And you notice this cool software pulls up your Facebook profile picture. So be conscientious of what you posted there. And I'll do a place for a question and answer here after the show. And I do see we have one of our guests here we're going to bring on for show and tell. So for today's tea time, and I'm actually drinking cheap coffee from a gas station. That's how it happens for me when I'm running this late. Live TV for me is a little nerve-wracking. I noticed in the last two ones that I did, I was kind of shaking like a leaf and couldn't sit still. It's just because I can psychically feel everyone's energy hitting me. And like I've realized I've got to do like twice the grounding on a day I do a live show that I normally do, because energetically I can just literally feel you guys' thoughts. So to wrap up the zodiac weather, take care of yourself this weekend, nurture yourself. We're ascending to a new story. And the trick is to keep your mind on that paradise island. Keep your mind on where it is your heart wants to go, because that's what we're really going to be doing. This next week coming ahead is about building the emotional whoopee cushion. And I use the word whoopee cushion because it's whoopee, not like the old fart game, but I know it sticks to your mind if I say whoopee cushion. We're all building a whoopee cushion this next week, and we're going to be out of the high tides. And this whoopee cushion is like the foundation, the cushion for you to pursue your serious joy. And I do feel that the planets are lined up for serious joy. I'll give you one last peek of the chart here, because I want to just tell you that the solar eclipse, the Great American Solar Eclipse, is going to happen really right here in Leo, right where the ascendant is at this particular chart time. And what that's going to do is it's going to grand trine at that moment over to Uranus in Aries, and grand trine both to Saturn and the galactic center, which is right here. So all this emotional work we have done has been to build a grand trine of passion, basically, of following our serious dreams. And it makes total logical sense, looking back at the last year. A lot of people say they want serious joy and they say they want a lot of fun, but they're not emotionally ready to get there. If the theme park came today, you might be a party pooper and not want to have any fun. So let me take a sip of my coffee here. I am notorious of spilling on myself. I say it's a Polish in me, and it very well may be. We're kind of clumsy. So as a tea time topic, I want to bring up some issues with manifestation. Came to my mind this week. I had a couple of readings with clients. By the way, I'm having a reading sale right now. So just if you're wanting a reading, this is a good time, because as I just showed you, we're about to transform our lives. And I'm happy to say that for many of my clients are rather progressive, one thing I've noticed, and I don't give it full credit to myself, it's really how the universe works. But when you're working the steps, when you are conscious of each step of your life, which is what my service is really good for, then you can actually start to work ahead in your karma and in your steps. So most of my clients are manifesting ahead of schedule. Most of my clients are already bringing in the first wave of the story they were born to live. This is through jobs, through meeting lovers, through meeting, life partners, through finally getting to adopt. A client finally got to adopt after 2 years of struggling to adopt a child. And I bring all this up because a lot of them, as they were calling in their dreams and their serious joy is showing up, their cancer issue, their emotional issue was that they were having a hard time emotionally accepting that this has shown up. Okay, like you spend so many years fighting to survive and fighting to get ahead, and then suddenly what you've wanted plops right in the door. How do you emotionally deal with it? And many of my clients, at least 3 of them I can think of, were talking about the fact that they actually were worried about this manifestation because they weren't worried. Does that make sense? Like they were feeling anxious because they weren't feeling anxious. They were concerned because it all felt calm. It all felt normal. And when people ask them, are you excited that you just met the man of your dreams? Are you excited that you just manifested the job of your dreams? They were feeling inside that they weren't super excited. And they were worried that something was going wrong because they weren't excited and they weren't ecstatic. They spent years and years dreaming about it, and here they are not so happy about it. Well, that's what today's tea time topic is. Sensei says, in my observation of humans manifesting, by the time the manifestation comes, you are calm. You are calm. And you are very calm and very aware. That's also the case when bad news comes psychically, by the way. When you have bad news come psychically, like someone's going to get in a car accident or you get that someone's going to die, that information comes to you psychically very calm. In fact, that's because it's my experience that when heaven manifests on earth, it manifests according to the principles of least resistance. Things can only come when you're calm, first of all. And they only do come when you are calm, because the path of least resistance is the path of the universe. So at the moment when your big news comes and it's real, you'll feel that you're calm. When the moment that bad news comes and it's real, you'll feel calm inside. And that is one of the signs that you're actually on the right path. That's one of the signs that you are manifesting your serious joy, that you are on the path of creation. And it's also kind of funny because, when I've had things finally come in, like when I worked for something, like, for instance, my Serious Joy platform that I just released here in the last month, the new online app that we added to the service, I've been planning that thing for 11 years. I had the vision of creating that 11 years ago. And I kept myself up at night thinking about it and all this stuff. By the time it finally came, I was like, I don't care anymore. I was like, and I do care, but I'm just saying it's almost funny. It's like by the time that we do manifest what it is we've been looking to manifest, usually our hearts and our worries are already on the next thing. So I bring this up because it's now time to start manifesting our personal dreams. And in this next week, your job is to create a whoopee cushion, to create this feather bed of calm, this total harmony and emotional groundedness, so that you can truly accept and receive, step 6, what it is that you've worked so hard to receive. A lot of people screw up the manifestation when it comes in the door. So it comes in the door and they're not ready. Okay, it comes in the door and they're not calm, which means it's not going to work out. It was usually a trial run, to be honest with you. And that's what happens. They have to go around the block and manifest it again. But even more so than that, they may be totally calm, but they still may not be able to receive the joy of what they've done. So in a couple of these clients' cases, they were feeling calm, but they weren't feeling excited. And as we worked through their charts, we realized, it's very normal to be calm when it actually comes in. It's very normal for when the manifestation comes in for you to be at total peace. But the fact that you're not enjoying this moment and you're not smiling, okay, might be because you're not opening up to receive. You're not opening up to accept and receive. And as I've taught in the 11 steps, if you need to receive, then you need to feel protected. Step 0, you need to feel loved. You need to feel emotionally grounded. You need to believe it's true. You need to know you belong there. Your mind has to be on board and positive. And that step 6 is when you can receive. So this weekend is about elevating to that new calm, elevating. And then this next week is about filling that whoopee cushion with lots of air and feathers and nice things so that you can be grounded, feel good, and stay calm when things start to come in. And I do predict that in the next 5 weeks or so, even if you're the poorest of poor, okay, like I don't care what scale you're at in your life, you're going to be manifesting things. This is payout time with the North Node in Leo. So woohoo, payout. All right. So how's everyone doing? Give me some comments and tell me how you're doing. I see that we have actually a couple of people ready to come on board live. And I think what we'll do, I'll just say this before I start bringing people on. If you haven't gotten the book, Conversations with God, book 4, it just kind of comes in kind of glowy here. I am finally calming down enough to read this. I bought this months ago. A friend of mine bought it for me months ago. I haven't read it yet. It's the 4th book of Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh. And I just now am going to be tapping into this. And that'll be a topic I want to bring up. We'll do a book club day here in a couple of weeks. And people who've been reading along with me, we can talk about it if you want. So I think we'll do a book club edition. Today's our show and tell day. We'll do a book club edition coming up. So pick up your copy. I usually read it digitally, but they make the copies kind of Bible-like the pages are all torn. It's kind of interesting. And God's words are all in blue, which is interesting too. And blue is the color of receiving, step 6. So good job. God knows what he's doing, doesn't he? So with that said, I think it's time to bring someone online here. I just need to check my sound. 1 second. Pardon me as I dig around my own computer. Okay, awesome. All right, so we're going to do a show and tell today. And I have, I think, 3 people, maybe 4, who's coming on. And the first, let's see here. Sorry, we're going to my notes. Is Neha. All right, and she's smiling. So Neha, we're going to bring you on board here. Get ready to come live with me. I don't know if I can hear you. Hello and welcome.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you pretty good. I'm getting a little bit of sound issues. Speak again.
Hello.
Oh, I hear you great. Hi.
Perfect. Hello.
Hi. Nice to see you. I've read you. I know that. How are you doing? Well, first of all, share with me how your week has been with cancer. Just a little share. How have you been doing? Is it really? Tell me more.
So this full moon was so intense. I really felt like all of a sudden, all of these deep spiritual things started coming up for me. And I started felt like I was purging a lot of past wounds and all these things. So that was kind of triggering, but it was good. I was glad it happened. And I made some commitments with God. Yeah, so I feel pretty good about that. But as the week has gone on, I've been trying to keep to myself mostly. I've been really feeling this Pisces moon, been hiding a little bit, but also I had my audition. I had my first audition ever this week. So it's been a good but turbulent week.
That's a huge That's a huge step. What's your rising sign?
I'm a Libra rising.
Okay, so you're growing a lot. And what's your sun sign?
I'm a Leo sun.
Oh, then honey, it is all on for you. It is time to rock it, both as a Leo and as that Sag rising. So, wow. And this is going to, you have Libra rising, excuse me, Jupiter in the first. So yeah, you're going to be really rocked by this coming forward.
Yeah.
I think you're being propelled. And you're an actress, I'm assuming?
So I'm in school right now. I'm pursuing travel journalism.
Oh, wow.
And I'm pursuing acting and a career in media, but I'm also an intuitive energy reader. I do astrology and tarot readings as well.
So yeah, let's talk about what you do. So show and tell, as a practitioner, what do you call yourself? I know it's hard for us to call ourselves something because we have so many talents.
I usually call myself an intuitive astrologer. I've been using step astrology, and that has upped my game, I think. I stick with intuitive just because I think that's the term that
resonates with you. Absolutely. And we had a little cutout there for a second. So tell me, what kind of sessions do you do? 15, 30 hour? How do you work with your clients?
So I have multiple different products. I do audio readings, so my readings aren't live. I usually work with my client through the email. I am right now offering a free 15-minute consultation that either before or after your reading, if in case you want to clarify anything, ask any questions, or let me know anything about you. So I have a basic reading, which is about 15 minutes long, and I have is about 30 minutes long. And then I also do draconic or soul charts. And those are my favorite to do. And those usually are like an hour long.
So you'll talk for an hour into a recording about somebody?
Oh yeah. I won't even notice the time going by because I'm so in the flow and just so into it.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens with my shows. Sometimes my shows end up being like 30 minutes, and it's because I wasn't quiet. And how can we find you? What's your web address? How do we get a hold of you?
So right now, I am still working on developing my own brand and my own website. You can find me on sharpastrology.com/neha-services, or you can email me directly at neha.astrology77@gmail.com.
Is that Sharp with an E?
Yes.
Okay, as an Alyssa, right?
Mm-hmm. Alyssa, I work with her.
Yeah, I hear she's getting out of the business. Is that true?
Yeah, she's not doing readings anymore. And yeah,
okay.
She's trying to pursue her other dreams.
Yeah, I find that fascinating because she's been a contemporary that I've been watching grow and do well. She's got that sassy kind of attitude astrology.
Her sun is conjunct my north node, so it's like she's amazing. Yeah,
she was here to kind of help you launch. Yeah, for sure. Well, I think you offer. What is the first level reading that you offer?
So it's a basic natal chart reading, and I also have one question readings or like shortened readings if you just want to like get straight to the point. But my basic readings are about 15 minutes long, 15 to 20. I have a lot of Gemini stuff, and we go into your natal chart, and I can talk about transits, your natal chart. My favorite stuff is doing soul work, like looking at like your karmic patterns and what your soul fucking came here to do and how to manifest that. You know, that's like my favorite thing to do. Great.
And I think we're having my main screen is frozen here, but I'm counting on Troy. Are we live, Troy? Troy's frozen too. Can you hear me, Neha? Yeah?
I can hear you. I can see you too.
Okay, good. Well, I hope we're going live and everything's working out there. So this is a great opportunity for people who are shy about getting readings. A lot of people actually ask me for readings over tape. I don't do that. So I would say definitely check out Neha, and good luck with everything, sweetheart.
Oh.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Namaste.
Of course. Thank you for having me. Namaste.
Okay, yeah, so my little outgoing thing is fine, but I'm counting on my viewers saying everything is good. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. And it looks like we have backstage, let's see, Kim Leroy. I'm wondering if she's around, but she is a little dark right now. Kim, let's see. Are you there, Kim? Can you hear me? Yeah, we're having some, hello, are you there? Oh, we're getting some weird noise from Kim. We're going to bring Kim back, actually, in just a minute. Yay. How about Dana? let's see. Valerie's running around here. Let's see here. I see a lot of people coming. I see this software is choking up a little bit. I'm going to bring Valerie on, I think. Valerie, can you hear me? Yeah, I'm bringing you on, girl, just because we need content. Hey there, what's going on?
Hey, we're in Disney World. We're at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
I love it. Live from Disney World. That's fantastic. Can you hear me okay? Are you having fun out there?
Yes. I didn't expect to come on camera.
Well, I'm honored that you jumped on because it's cool to see everyone. You're kind of a staple here in the club. Everyone knows Valerie, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a full first house Sag, so I'm not quiet.
No, she's not. She's extra commenting. That's definitely for sure. If you get into a debate with her late at night, forget it. You're going to be typing all night. Sages have Energizer Bunny energy, man. They can just go for it and go. So why did you plan? Is this your family vacation time every year in Cancer? It's so Cancer-y of you.
Come down here. Yeah, usually in July. We've come down at different times, but it's just so nice being in this atmosphere here. You know, you can't help but be affected by the Disney magic when you're here. It's really
Totally.
fun.
Well, I love Disneyland. You're making me think I should just go to Disneyland because in this particular vibration and this time of year is so sticky icky for me. Like, I should immersing yourself in Disneyland is brilliant.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm not in Cancer, so this is my heart here. I'm good with this.
Oh, right on. And how's it? Oh, hi.
Hello.
If you can pull Mickey aside, let me know.
James has been doing the posts with the nature pictures and the moving quotes that go along with them. That he gets more likes than anything I ever put up ever did.
Oh, really? There you go. This is the man behind the post. Well, nice to meet you, and thanks for chiming in, Valerie. Your wonderful sunshine is, and so you're doing fine. You're not really being affected. You're in Disney World, so this is the great transition for you. But are you feeling change going on inside of you?
Yeah, a lot of really good things. Just recognizing what my place is. I'm going to move. Hold on.
No problem.
Well, like I was actually telling you the other day, I woke up yesterday morning and I sat down and pretty much wrote the premise for a book of what my true calling is. And it's so funny because there have been a couple of times where I thought I recognized what my true calling is, but it was only a fraction of the story. It was only the first stop along the way. And yesterday, everything really busted wide open for me, and I'm really excited to share the things that I'm downloading.
You know, you bring up a really good point. I'm so glad you brought that up because so many of my clients are like, oh, I know the mission, I know the vision, I know everything it's going to be. And I'm like, just you wait. Like, the universe has more for you. I don't care how much you think you know. You know.
The grand irony is from day one, it's all been about looking at a whole picture and recognizing it for its individual parts. Analyzing those individual parts, whether it be the ELA curriculum that I've developed or anything, analyzing those parts and reconstructing them into a new idea, into a new picture. And that's exactly what this whole journey has been. I keep thinking I see the whole picture and then I get new parts and I have to analyze them and reconstruct it. So it's just funny how exactly what the theme of my mission is exactly how it's unfolding for me too.
Yeah, and you're a Sagittarius, so I think the Sages have always they're just on an adventure. Like show them where the bar is, show me where the bathroom is, and we'll have a good time, right? But now with Saturn and Sages are actually getting the mission. You know, like they're downloading what their mission is, and they're just like that arrow. Once they find the mission, man, it's straight and narrow. Very focused. Right. So that's interesting. Right. I have a good Sag friend who I'm partnered with in Serious Joy, and he too is starting to get pieces of his mission coming in right now. So that's great affirmation. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's all good stuff.
Well, thanks for popping in and saying hello. What's that?
I'm being seated.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm sensing the timing. Like it's perfect. Like so, go off and have your Mickey lunch, and thank you for coming in. It's awesome that we're live from Walt Disney World. You're a doll.
Thanks, Chris.
See you in the club, honey. Yay, that was cool. I'm so glad. How's everyone doing? Yeah, I can see from the chats. Okay, people are good, and I'm wondering if Dana is ready to rock it. I see her seated here. I'm gonna try pulling her up. Or Kim. Let's see. Troy, are we getting good on Kim? Storm. Oh, there's a storm moving in, says Kim. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what we can do here. Let's see if Dana can come in. Dana! Hi, honey.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you and I can see you. Yeah.
I love y'all. Hello.
So
Oh my
good to
God.
see you.
My
This is
electronics worked. Hey.
I'm so happy. And I'm so happy you
How
popped
is
in.
everybody? Cute.
You guys
Hey,
all
no,
know
me
Dana.
too. I got signal. I got
You got what?
namaste.
What'd you say? You got shingles? No.
No, I said I have to do yoga to get a signal. I have to stick my foot outside for it to work.
Oh my God. Well, it's working. We're getting a signal. And Dana, if you guys
Right.
don't know, Dana is a huge staple of Namaste Today Club. She usually chimes in when she senses something not right. She's got a Master Scorpio degree. She's a spiritual ninja. And basically,
That's right.
and really, I would say the most qualified person I know in our
Yes,
club.
I am. Thank you.
No, you're a master at what you do. And I know it's hard for you, but you work a lot with the dark side. Like you are a shadow boxer, aren't you? Oops, did you hear that? I don't know if she got a little off there.
I'm
Are
in the
you-
dark.
Yeah, you are a
I am.
person. Yeah. Well, tell the club what you do, sweetie.
Yeah, I am very dark, and you are very light. We are yin yang, sir.
I would not call you dark. I would say that you work.
It's a little bit too much to say in public.
Okay,
And real, okay?
sure.
But my calling,
Go ahead.
I can move the dark. I really believe it. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
I really believe that my two biggest things, my contributions is everyone is dark side. And don't even try to kid me about that dark side. But you need to work with your dark side. You need to give it a job. And you need to embrace your magic. And those are my greatest gifts. So
Absolutely.
I'm here. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for showing up, actually. And I wanted the world. So I wanted the club to know.
Watching myself on camera. It's a trip.
No, it's huge. Yeah. You'll get over it, honey. But I want the club to know too. Like a lot of people are trying to get rid of old sides of themselves and face their dark issues right now in Cancer. And Dana is one of the foremost experts that I know at doing this, and she is available for hire. Don't be modest, Dana. So people can just reach out to you on Facebook, but she does help people navigate their stuff. And how is you are also in Florida today, aren't you, dear? How is that side of the country holding up, darling? With Trump going in and out
Thank
every
you,
other weekend.
Christopher. I love you. I am not. No.
Well, seems we're gonna have a little bit of a
Yes,
delay.
absolutely.
How is
Right. I have.
Go ahead.
Honestly, I'm watching my best friend manifest her dream. It's freaking Hades. I'm watching Trump. Y'all don't worry. I got that man. Okay. Down here it's hot, and I'm watching my best friend men. Oh yeah, we are.
Go
Wait,
ahead.
I missed my phone back outside. Seriously?
Well,
Are you still there?
I am. We're having a delay, and I'm actually hearing the conversation catch up later on your side.
Oh man, we have a bad delay.
No,
I'm
it's
so
good,
sorry,
though.
y'all. I have an energy problem.
Yeah. Also, that's the
Oh
thing
my
about your
goodness.
magic.
Christopher, are you still there?
Yes.
I just have to sit here and look pretty, I guess.
Well, yes. Finish telling us about
Troy,
your.
somebody chime in. We got a bad delay or something.
Okay, I'm gonna let her go for now, and we'll bring her back in. Sorry about that. I wanna. This is new technology. I see Jennifer Perry here in the lineup, but I'm gonna try Kim Leroy one more time. Hi, Kim. Can you hear us? Hello, Kim. Can you hear us? Oh, I guess not. Not hearing Kim. A lot of storms going on today, guys. You know, I'm not surprised with the technology either because Step 22 is ruling the day. And really, I should plan my life a little bit more around astrology. Like, you know what I mean? Like, knowing all the stars, you'd think I would be more on top of it. But apparently, no. Sometimes I go ahead with the show anyways, and we end up having the problems. I'm going to try to see if we can get Jennifer Perry on here. She's an oldie but a goodie. Hey, Jennifer, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
Hi, it's been so long. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, now I got to take my thing off, and I look like crap. I'm going to make Damon get in here. Come here.
Okay, good. Are you guys live in Mexico? Oh, my God. Hi, guys.
Hi. No, we're getting ready to go to Mexico. We leave in the morning.
Oh, do you really? Nice.
Yeah, like at 9.
Oh, my God, Jennifer. It's so nice to see both of you and Damon as well. How are you guys? It's so nice to see you both.
Good. How are you?
I've been good. It's been a long time. I've been just taking care of my stuff, man. Really nothing interesting to report. Just take care of my shit. Like,
That's good. Lots of shit.
yeah, that's the thing. I think that's a problem. If you're a person who goes out there trying to help people, you really do ignore your own shit all the time. And then it just eventually catches up to you and knocks you down. You have to face it. But I'm good. Nothing bad. Just a lot of maintenance work. And how's Texas? Growing like wild, isn't it?
Yes, and hot as hell.
Yeah. Are you Texans still going to insist that global warming is not happening?
It's happening here.
Yeah. No kidding. Yes, it is happening. And, yeah, I know. I will be actually in Texas in early August, by the way, visiting my son in Austin. So maybe I'll be able to see you guys.
Oh, yeah, we'll drive down there.
Damon's like, we will.
There's a beer fest. There's a beer fest in Austin in September. We're going to.
Oh, really? Well, perhaps I will be in September again to see my son.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. I'll try it. And Damon is actually the inventor of some cool, what's the best way to put it? Supplements, really. Right, Damon?
Yeah, they're vitamins and minerals. It doesn't sound real exciting, but it's not like what you can get at GNC or any stores at all. You can't go down the street and buy this technology that we have. So
yeah. Well, and since I got you on, let's just do a quick plug for it. Like,
yeah, okay. Well,
let
me put it in layman's terms. It's this is how it was explained to me by a PhD out of Berkeley, I believe. He said that if you take a GNC vitamin, a Walmart vitamin, Centrum, it's essentially made from rocks, sheetrock, all kinds of hard isolates made in a lab that your body can't process.
Really?
So
they really tear down sheetrock for that shit?
Yeah, it's literally like calcium carbonate. Literally, what you take for calcium is just sheetrock. It's like gnawing on sheetrock, literally.
Our kid used to eat drywall when she was a baby, and people would say, "Oh, she's mineral deficient."
She needs calcium.
I'm serious. That's hilarious.
Wow. Well, she knew.
Yeah, so the kids they used to chew on the drywall sometimes, and we couldn't get them to stop, But literally what they do is they tell you to take tons and tons and tons, mega doses of calcium carbonate, ascorbic acid, and stuff like that. And it ends up in like soft tissue, breast tissue, lymph, lymphatic. It starts causing health problems because your body doesn't know what to do with it, so it deposits it all over the place. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So what he told me was like when you eat an orange, all the stuff built in around the minerals and the vitamins, where your body can signal where it needs it, is built into this vitamins and minerals we have. So they take the vitamin and minerals, stick it into a yeast bath, and the yeast digest it, and they actually put all these cofactors back around the vitamins and minerals. So when you take the vitamin, it signals your body, and your body says, okay, we need it here, we need it here, we need it here. But you only need a little bitty bit amount, or little small amounts instead of giant mega doses that you get from like a Centrum. Does that make sense?
No.
Yes. So, well, no. I think I got it. So what you're that there is other fiber and tissue around the vitamins.
There's they're called cofactors, like protein signalers. There's bioflavonoids. There's a big list of things built. It's like a matrix built around it. So your nature tells it your body your body knows what to do with it. It's like sending a letter with an address versus just that's how it is. Centrum has no address. This one has addresses on it.
So basically, when you take normal vitamins, the absorption issues have a lot to do with the fact that they're missing this biological metadata.
Yeah, basically. And so you're basically taking a shotgun blast of rocks and shoving it into your system. Your body's getting overwhelmed. It doesn't know what to do. So you're literally adding to the health problems. I mean, it'll absorb a small amount. You'll urinate out the rest, and then a lot of it will end up in soft tissues.
What about, and so just to be clear, so this approach uses a yeast bath for the yeast to like literally digest the minerals and eat the sheetrock for you, right?
Right.
Okay. And then you consume what the yeast does, and now because the yeast consumed it, it now has this biological metadata on it, so your body knows what to do with the minerals.
Correct. Your body looks at it as real food. It's the same to your body as eating an orange, but you don't have to eat 4 oranges. You only have to have a little small amount.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We are over, like with vitamin C, that's like a huge trend right now, vitamin C. But from what I hear, the vitamin C we're eating is kind of similar, yes?
The vitamin C you get from the store is just ascorbic acid. And so they tell you to take a lot of it. The vitamin C from an orange or citric fruit is going to have all that extra information with it. So your body will know what to do with it. And vitamin C is, it's very, very important, but you don't need as much as they're telling you to take. You don't need mecadoses of it. You need small amounts of it, but you need it in a real food. The best case is to get organic food first, and then you supplement behind that to fill in the gaps.
Got you. Look, give us your website, Damon, right now, because people are asking already.
Get it, yeah. Where do they get it?
Well, it's going to be Ultimate Vitamin Club. It's down right at the moment. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have it up probably the next day or so.
Okay.
VitaminClub.com is what it will be.
We'll put a link up, or we'll send you the link. Does that sound good?
That sounds good. I'm going to put it up anyways.
Okay.
So hopefully people will take it down and they can look at this later. This video will be up for a while. So ultimatevitaminclub.com. Well, you came on early, so it's all good. I'm glad that you were able to come on. I'm glad I was able to see you too, because I know that you will basically lose your phones and be intoxicated for the next 2 weeks, right? So
We'll still watch next Friday, though.
Oh, listen to you. That'd be awesome. Hey, if you guys want to come live from Mexico on the beach and just give us that, give us a shot of your legs and then, like off in the ocean, we'd love to hear from you.
We totally will.
We've done that before. We did that a couple of years ago.
I know. It's so funny. I've literally not been on the air. I mean, since you guys this is the last time I was doing stuff like this, you guys are with me. So I'm really honored you showed up. Thank you guys.
Of course, always. We're always here.
I love you. Well, have a great vacation. Thanks for coming in. Everyone check out Damon. Come back on when you get off your vacation and we'll get a little deeper into this because Damon has a lot of knowledge about supplements and stuff that we would love to talk to you about, brother, if you're open to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love it. I love doing that.
All right. Well, I hope you get some good absorbic sun down there in Mexico.
Yes.
And we'll see you back when you're all nice and tan. Bring your passports.
Okay. For real.
Yeah, I hear they're building a wall. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was awesome. Yay. And it looks like we have someone waiting backstage here. So it's going to be Cheryl. Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Can you hear me?
Hi, Chris. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, the technology is working.
Hey, great. How are you?
I'm doing a lot better now that we're finally live. The stress of going live with a show for me is intense, but I'm starting to feel Friday because the show's almost through. The stress is over.
It's Friday. It's Friday.
It's finally Friday. I'm gonna totally. One of these days when I get a budget, there'll be a full band. There'll be It's Friday. There'll be It's Friday dancers. We're gonna do like a show open. You know what I mean?
Nice.
One of these days, that's my vision and dream. So, how are you? What have you come to show and tell today, Cheryl?
Show and tell. Well,
It could be a story or a project. Anything?
I'm a sound practitioner. I work with tuning forks. I work in the biofield. Around the body. And it's just a glorified name for aura or electrical magnetic field.
Okay.
Amazing work. So I'll show you one. I don't know if you can see them. Can you see this?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So that's a drummed, and if I tapped it, I'll turn it again. You can see it moving, but you cannot hear it. That's what I use to touch the physical body to move the chi or stuck knots in the body. The tuning fork with a straight edge, I'll show you that one. Let's see if I can show that to you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's very long. These are custom made. This is a very long one. This is a 174 hertz, and I'll tap it for you. Can you hear that?
I can.
Okay, that's a 174, and this is a 528. I'll try to show this to you as well. It's a little shorter, but the handles are much longer than a regular tuning fork.
Yeah.
As you can see, they're usually really short. They're usually about half of that. But they're hard to hold. These are better. And this is a 528, honey.
Ooh. That came through even with the technology.
It's funny because I did an interview with somebody once, and I couldn't get the computer to work properly, so I actually had to use the tuning forks just for shits and giggles. And I just kept going like this. It cleared.
That's amazing.
It was amazing. It was so wonderful because you're just moving energy from one place to another, and we can do that. We can do remote energy work. I have people in California that I've worked on from my office here in New England, and they felt it. She was a life coach, and she called me a week later, and she said, "Oh my God, Sherry, I actually had a breakthrough. I'm a life coach, and I got to talk to some family members that I haven't been able to talk to in years. This is amazing." It moves stuck energy is what we're doing.
So, and first of all, that's a huge market. I think you have endless customers. You know, everyone who's facing weight issues, bloating, constipation, everyone.
Emotional though, traumatic. I mean, I've worked with some people that had some very traumatic things that they went through as a child, and that, believe it or not, stays in the field until somebody comes in and releases it. It's a little bit like shamanic work, because you're retrieving vibrations that are just stuck still in their field. Joint pain, yes. Arthritis, fibromyalgia, anything that we can find that's traumatic. And the biggest one that I try to go with is people that have gone through divorces and the child is very young. That child carries that guilt and shame throughout their life, thinking, without the parents even realizing, they're feeling guilty, thinking it's, oh, I didn't take out the trash. I wasn't good enough. There's that not being enough business.
Yeah.
It was my fault. I should have made my bed. It's the shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's where guilt and shame starts when we're little.
Right.
If the parents are going through the divorce, they really need to pull their child aside and say, look, you know what? We love you to pieces, Sydney. This has nothing to do with you. It's mommy and daddy that don't get along. It has nothing to do with you at all. And we're still going to love you to pieces.
And so that just builds and builds, inside of us.
It does. It stays stacked. It really does. It stays stacked. wherever, and I can find it. So that's why I was telling you on your live show a couple of weeks ago. You mentioned something about father issues. There's stuck energy, honey, on your right side that I probably could remove, and everybody has it. Nobody escapes it. We all are here to release stuck vibrations. And the right side is the yang, the left side is the yin. So the yin and the yang energy is really mom and dad. Even if parents aren't divorced, but dad's preoccupied. He's either a workaholic or an alcoholic or doing drugs or just absent. And it's only because his parents or our mother and father's parents raised them a particular way. So they're only going to be able to raise us a particular way. So whatever energy they have available is what they're going to give us. If they don't have it available, they can't give it to us. It's already depleted in their own field. So that's why this generation, it's about clearing and moving us forward. We're moving into that fifth dimension frequency, and we got to clear all the crap that's in our field out.
Tremendous, and the depth of it. So what kind of a client comes to you and for what ailment usually?
Oh boy. Runs the gamut. It really is any ailment, from emotional stress, depression, getting off of drugs, getting off of alcoholism.
Yeah.
You name it, honey. It's there. And that's what triggers. It's the tension in our field and the inflammation. That's what's triggering all of the ills that start up in our field.
Inflammation. That should be a whole topic of one of our discussions. Is inflammation.
Absolutely is. And it's that triggers it all. If it's a physical thing.
So, and I'm just trying to educate people so they can get you for services. How does a session work for you? Is it amount of time? Is it remote? Is it live on Skype?
Yeah, it's remote. I can do it on the phone. What I normally do is leave the phone on for the person, and it's an hour session. It generally goes over. It's hard to keep it at an hour. It usually goes an hour and 15 minutes. There's not really a lot I can do about that. Usually find a lot of stuff. And then so you're clearing the left and the right side of the body in that hour on both sides. So what I'm doing, and I'm going to give you this briefly because I don't want to tie up your whole night. I'm going to run a tuning fork. Think of your left side of your body where all of your chakra centers are. Okay. At each one of your chakra centers now, I know my screen is kind of small, so I can't show you on my screen. But I'm going to run it from the 5-foot mark away from you. That's how wide the aura or the biofield is. It's 5 feet on one side.
Wow.
5 feet on the other side. 2 feet above you, 2 feet beneath your feet. What I'm doing is in that field, I start at the 5-foot mark. That's the free edge where you came into this earth plane, and that is your birth line. So I start there. Huh. So if your mother, let's say as an example, had a very difficult, challenging pregnancy and a delivery, you felt it all.
Yes.
So there were things imprinted on your field that you're not even aware of, or anybody, that they're dragging around with them, that we can clear even that far back. We can clear. Wow. So what we're doing is we're just literally combing, and I'm going to see if I can try to show you this, combing through your field, and then I'm going to hover over the chakra center, each one of the 7. So I'm going to say the throat, and then I'm just going to hang here for a minute and just kind of like mixing paint, and then I'm going to just column away from you what you don't need. What we're doing when we're hanging here is we're integrating it back into your field at your vibration where it should be. The excess leaves, and it literally smooths and clears and defines your energy field and brings it back to coherence. And it's removing dissonance in your field or in disharmony.
Does this stick?
Yeah, very much so. Oh, yeah, very much so. I've had people, and I do this remotely as well as people coming to the office. It really sticks. And I've had some people, and I warn people, you could go into a healing crisis because you got to figure I'm working on all 7 chakras on one side of your body, and then I'm going down the other side of your body and doing the other side, 7 of them, ground you, send you on your way with lots of literature, information, and then I tell you, you have to do an Epsom salt, foot soak, or a full bath that night. Stay very hydrated the next 2 or 3 days. So it's either Epsom salt or sea salt or Himalayan salt is even better. 20 minutes, 4 or 5 tablespoons heaping in the full bath or foot bath. It's going to calm your nervous system down. It's going to calm your brain wave down. Everything is in alpha state when you leave me, so you're kind of loopy.
Okay.
And I want to make sure that everybody's careful when they go home.
Yeah, I've had certain healings at times, and I literally fell ill, could not walk. Like,
that's a healing crisis. I hope they told you to do some of these things.
they were not. They were going from a scientific approach and discovered something. So no, they didn't, and so I suffered. Like, also I hear drink water too, right? Like that's a big part of
Stay
it.
very, very hydrated. The next 3 or 4 days after a session, stay very hydrated.
Cheryl, how can someone get a hold of you? Give me your website address or Facebook.
Sure. It's energyworkstudio.com.
Okay, cool.
And I'm on Facebook as well with the same name, Energy Work Studio, or my personal page, either one.
EnergyWorkStudio.com. Well, thank you so much for coming, and give someone, if you wouldn't mind, what's an entry level session cost with you? Is it always at full hour because people need a full cleaning the first time, or?
Usually the first one, yeah, you really do need to. But what I do is expos and fairs, and I do clinics at my own studio, and those are only $30. A full hour is $89.
Oh, that's super affordable.
Very
yeah.
affordable. But if somebody is on the fence and they don't really understand, you do what with tuning forks? I offer them $30. I work on you for 20 minutes, both sides of your body, give you literature, and you still have to go home and do an Epsom salt. And I'll tell you one quick story. I was at a chiropractor's office doing this, and a gentleman came in. He wanted to try it. I was working right in the middle of the lobby. He said, I'm going to go try this. He did it with me, and I just tapped him with the tuning forks with the drummed ends again, okay? Just on his shoulders, just so he could feel it vibrating. And then I went all the way down his body, just down the chakra centers, down to his feet. And he left me. He went and had his chiropractic adjustment. He wasn't with me maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Came back. He's leaving the building, and he's whispering. He's in the lobby, and he's trying to get my attention, and he's calling me. And I said, so I'm whispering with him. So he says to me, can something happen in just that 3 or 4 minutes? And I said, yeah, a whole lot can happen. That's why I only need to offer 20-minute samples. It's very powerful. They don't understand. Sound is hugely powerful. I also do the crystal bowls monthly.
Wow, fascinating. And yes, sound is hugely powerful. From what I understand, it's how the Egyptians built the pyramids. Like, there's a lot of secret in sound vibration.
A lot of secret. That was a lot of that was done with, I think, the help of, not to get too crazy, aliens and telepathy and what do they call that? When you float.
Telekinesis, where you can move things with your mind.
No, you move your whole body and you float.
Oh, wow. Okay. So is my
Levitating.
understanding levitating.
Levitating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding. One last question before I let you go. You have mentioned that you sense. So you're kind of a medical intuitive. You can kind of sense where problems are.
You can kind of sense, yes. And you've been doing it enough times, you can kind of go in and feel. And if I can't really tell if it's a real big problem, I will take a Lemurian crystal. I'm trying to hold that up for you.
Cool.
So you can see it.
Yes.
It's a pulsating crystal. It's beautiful. It's very, very clear, Mayan. They're normally not. They're usually a little bit smoky. But I will actually take this, tap the crystal on the person's body, wherever there's something going on. And what it's doing is it's moving the wall of stuck energy. So if I'm doing this with the tuning fork and I'm stuck, I can't move, I'll use this on the stuck area, whether it's in the field or on the physical body, and I'll tap. What it's doing is it's literally shattering that wall that's crazy. And now you can go back in and just move it, sweetie, with the tuning forks like this. You're just moving pieces now because it's shattered.
Wow.
You're able to really break through and do something.
Well, I will affirm with you. You said I had issues on my right side.
Yes.
I ended up injuring myself in the gym, and my ribs are hurting right now on the right side.
Ow.
I know. And so it's been getting a little worse. So I now you're making me think it was energetic to begin with.
Yes.
And yes, I'm definitely exporting some father issues. That's definitely my yang father crap. So
yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I tell my clients, Look at your parents now with different eyes, guys. They are very loving beings, but they were only equipped to give us what they could give because they had crap to go through just like we did.
Yeah.
So we become the teachers after a while. We're all students and we're all teachers. We're teaching them, and this is very scary to our parents. This is like devil worship, craziness. My kid is nuts, that kind of stuff. And it isn't. It's not.
Yeah.
They're just afraid. So they can only give us what they had. And if their vibration is very low, they're not going to be able to give us much.
Yeah. And I have to say that us thinking that we're over it is not that our soul is over it. That's been part of my discovery, and my discovery here in the Cancer emotional time is like, just because I'm okay with it, I've forgiven Dad and all that sort of thing, it's still erupting inside me.
Exactly. Yeah. All of these is about vibrations and frequencies. Everything on this plane is vibration and frequencies. Move them. We can literally move energy, and that's what I do. I move energy from everybody.
Wow. And
helpful. I work on myself.
I'm glad. That's amazing that you just clean.
Well, it's not as easy to work on yourself when I do it. I'm not as good as somebody doing it on me remotely, and I have somebody that works on me remotely. But I try to keep up with it with myself as well.
Trade vibrations. One last question that came up, Chris. What about past life trauma? If I'm aware of a past life trauma, can you hone in and destroy that too?
Yeah, sometimes you can go back. I mean, I had somebody go back and work on me 15 lifetimes back. Abandonment issues and feeling like, oh my God, everybody deserts me. I'm not worthy. I'm not worth this. All of that crazy crap that we're dragging around. Yeah, we can go back. We can go back.
That's awesome. Where are you located in the country, Cheryl?
I'm in New England.
Okay, so I'll have to do it remotely with you.
Yeah, you have to do it remotely, no problem. And I would set it up with you on my cell phone so that you could hear the vibrations while I'm working on you. And I would work both sides of your body. It would take an hour, a little more than an hour.
Okay, awesome. I can't wait to do it. I'm gonna take you up on it. And energyworkstudio.com, right? That's where we're gonna go here. Yeah. All right, we'll put that up. And thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate your show and tell. I'll be reaching out to you personally for a session. And maybe we can do a trade. I appreciate the offer for free, but I'd love to maybe do a trade with you if you want.
Well, whatever, not a problem. That's not why I did this. I wanted to work with you because the last session, the last live show that you did, I left you quite a bit of information because I remembered you talking about your right side. So if you want to go back to that somewhere, if you can find those files, I wrote a lot of information in there for you.
Okay. Just send it to me on my email or just send it to me on Facebook?
It was on the Facebook live show.
Oh, okay. It's in the actual chat stuff.
It's in the chat somewhere, yeah.
Okay, good. Well, I'll scroll. Well, have a great weekend. Thank you for sharing. I can't wait to clear this right side crap.
Absolutely. I'm going to just give you this last thing. On my website, if they go, or if you go too, on your own, I have a community TV show that I put on once a month and a podcast. But on that show, I have them all downloaded onto my website. There's a lot of information that's very helpful, educational information. And they're usually about 30 minutes long. So if you get a chance to go to my website and see a couple of the shows, they're very educational, honey.
All right. And please feel free to post in the club one of your shows if you can. And so
I just posted one of them. I did it last December. It was an actual live TV show with me doing a tuning fork session on a person. So that is on the one that you just did this week. Okay, cool. And we've got your website. Okay, excellent. Well, have a great weekend. I'm so grateful for you. I'm glad you got a vacation. You looked really tired. I'm so happy you took one. Thank you. Yeah, yes. I'm glad too. I'm trying to build it into the routine now. So good. Yeah, it's hard. It's been hard not repeating the old mistakes of overworking myself. And that's the other thing. Yeah, I calm myself down and I start doing it again. Yeah. It's challenging, but you're going to get through it. I tell my clients, throw the word hard away. It's challenging. You're right. You're absolutely right. I will adopt that. It has been challenging. All right, keep up that great laugh. We love it. I'll see you again. Thank you. All right, good. Come back and tell us how things are. Love to talk to you again. Thanks, Cheryl. Bye-bye. Bye. Wow, how nice was that? I'm so excited. I think we have Dana standing by, maybe in a new area. Dana, I'm going to try to bring you back on because you got interrupted. Let's see here. Let's see if Dana's here. Dana, how are you, dear? I'm good. Great.
Can we hear each other? We can hear each other now. I'm sorry we got interrupted earlier.
Oh, it happens all the time.
Dana, I don't want to give away her secrets, but she's a step 29 Scorpio, and her sun conjuncts the eye of God, like the very tip top. So your energy is
Hi, y'all.
a little crazy. You must short circuit a lot of technology, huh?
I tried to do a ghost hunt this weekend. We fried everything. So yeah, I need to find energy proof stuff. And I'm gonna do like a donation because I need the strongest equipment made, and I can't find it. I break everything I touch.
Yeah, I see. It is, and things sort out, and you have technology. I have issues with clients who have a lot of Aquarius energy, and that's what they experience too, where they're always sorting out light bulbs and stuff. So, you were basically saying, I wanted you to be able to finish so people could get a hold of you. If you do this with clients one-on-one, helping people clear stuff? Tell me.
I think that I can help people the most by identifying their dark secrets and helping them understand they're not bad. Okay? Because they're not. We all have them. Every person has a secret. And it's okay. It is so okay. Let's give it a job. Let's make it work. I think is my greatest gift. Darkness, like you said, yin yang. We want to be the light. We don't mean to be, and stuff happens. But I want to help people just balance that dark. I do have kind of a website, and I have things going on, but my .com is holistic.
Say it again.
Because I've never met a person that's not. My web is holistichypocrite.com.
Okay.
And everybody laughs at me, but I've never met a person that's secrets. It's a job, and I feel it's okay. It's okay to have that darkness. Let's do something good with it. That's my biggest gift.
And how do you define darkness? I know that sounds like a stupid question, but it's fear. It's
okay. How do I define darkness?
Yeah, I mean it's not all seances and
Stevie, bring me the charger, please. No, it's not. But we all have hate. Okay.
Okay.
No one I know does not have hate. And we feel guilty because we feel guilty because we have hate. Don't. There's a reason. I hate Trump. I hated him forever. But now I love him. I appreciate him. And
did we just lose her? She mentioned Trump and we lost her.
We all see.
Oh, there she is.
Else with it besides hate on it. That's what I'm trying to show people. It doesn't serve hate. So that's my biggest thing.
Okay, so yeah, unfortunately you're breaking up a little bit, but from what I'm getting from you,
Nope.
and we did put up your website, is
turning
that hate around. Turning that hate around.
My battery is low. I drained it.
No worries. Well, Dana, I'm gonna let you go because we're having.
I have technology problems. I will say, but if
it's okay. We can turn that hate of technology around together. Oh, well, Dana, I'm sorry about that. We lost you on that one. But thank you for showing up. And Dana, by the way, is a moderator. She's actually always on the lookout, kind of protecting us in Namaste Today and holistichypocrite.com. And also you can reach out to her right on Facebook. You'll see her as L. Dana Ross. And Dana, I'm sorry, we'll get your connection. We'll work out these kinks between now and our next show. So let's move on a little bit. I'm not quite sure. Hey, Troy, how long have we been on the air, brother? Maybe you can tell me. I'm going to switch to, we'll see here. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I'm going to switch to the next part of our little show here, which is we're going to do the winners of our selfie contest. Here we go. Let's see here. No, can you all see that? Yeah, okay, good. Thank God. Jennifer Perry, she's nodding her head. I appreciate it. Thank you. So I want to give our selfie contest winners here. We did this last week. The winner actually, can you guys see this picture? Yeah. Okay, good. Because the screen's freezing up here. This picture was the number one picture. Of course, it has me in it, and Chris actually works for us, so it doesn't count. So we're moving on to the next person who won. The second person runner-up also works for Serious Joy, Jill Muffler. We're gonna have to pass that one up. And the winner of our selfie contest is Kimberly McGrath. Yay! And this was, of course, a selfie contest for showing her Serious Joy. Kimberly, I love the little sparkle filter you put on there. Some magic happening. Or maybe it wasn't a filter. Maybe it was just you. Kimberly is the Serious Joy subscriber, so she is going to win a 1-hour free reading with me. So, Kimberly, good job on that. And because I'm such a fun, nice guy, I'm actually going to give prizes to the runner-up. So our first runner-up was Lalana Rose. Yay! We're going to give her a 15-minute gift certificate reading with me. She's also a Serious Joy subscriber. And our final runner-up was Amanda Ann. Yay! And I actually have to say, Amanda's is pretty badass. The fact that she's in a fountain acting like a mermaid, that's really cool to me. Like, very cool stuff. And thanks to everyone who participated in our little Serious Joy selfie contest. I'm going to announce the next contest that we're going to have for this upcoming week. A lot of people told me that they are a little shy about posting selfies of themselves. I know that's more of a Gen Y and millennial kind of thing. So this week, we're going to do, because we're building our whoopee cushion of emotional foundation here, because we're doing this, I'm posting a contest with the same kind of prize results for you to shoot your Serious Paradise. So hashtag Serious Paradise. I'm expecting something from Jennifer in Mexico and Damon, a picture of their Serious Paradise since they're there. Let's see here, Serious Paradise. This can be a picture of anything that you consider to be paradise in your opinion in life. It can be a vacation place that you want to go. Like, I've seen a lot of those pictures of like huts in the water and things like that. Or it could be a picture of you in your Serious Paradise or where you have Serious Paradise. Because I think this week it's time for us to begin the building of our Serious Paradise. So the one with the most votes or likes will win. And I'm going to say again, please everybody like all the things that you like. This is not a competition in the sense of winners and losers. This is a competition of the biggest winners. We're not even going to pay attention to losers. We want to see the biggest winners. And as you can see, I gave some runner-up prizes away. I might do the same. So the winner of that, if you're a non-Serious Joy subscriber, you'll win 3 months of Serious Joy. If you are a Serious Joy subscriber, you'll win a free 1-hour reading with yours truly. Hashtag Serious Paradise. Next week, we're going to have an interesting topic. This week we did show and tell, and basically it's always going to be show and tell. That's what I like to do, is us all showing things that we do and telling about what we do. But next week the topic is going to be near-death experiences. I want to talk about near-death experiences. So if you have gone through a near-death experience and you want to tell us about it, we're going to talk about that in next week's Friday Live. Just reach out to support@seriousjoy.com. Troy, our good friend, and Jill. They will help sort through it, and we will talk you through how to get online and give you some tips and things like that. So I'd love to hear about your near-death experiences. And I have booked a little star for next week, someone in our group. You're probably familiar with her music. Kai, the mermaid nurse, will be my special guest next week. So we're going to talk to Kai, the mermaid nurse. Maybe she will sing a song for us. I'm not sure. But I look forward to talking to Kai. And we're going to dive deep on this whole mermaid kind of thing, because so many women I know identify with the mermaid race, if you will. So Kai's going to talk about that, and she's going to talk about how she came across mermaid issues and how she came into that. And we're going to, of course, talk about near-death experiences and what we saw. So it should be a fun show next week. I look forward to seeing all of you guys again. Well, thanks, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful Friday. I'm so grateful for you tuning in. Thank you for your patience with all of our technology issues. We appreciate it. Thanks to everyone for showing up. I've tried to highlight some of the comments that we've had from some of our wonderful guests. Next week, we'll do a question and answer. We're a little over time, so we'll do Q&A next week as well. I hope you have a fabulous week. Remember, when you're out there fighting the good fight, that I love you, and to live, love, be.